Hello guys, it's Bella and today's video is going to be another decluttering video. In today's video I'm going to be decluttering my highlighters. So I'm going to do palettes of highlighters like these highlighters, powder highlighters, and also liquid highlighters. So just all of the highlighters today. We're going to be decluttering them, and I take no prisoners in this series, and I don't want to hoard things that I don't need. Quickly before we get into the video, last time I did this video, I did it with palettes, and I had so many comments saying that it was like a waste because people didn't read the pinned comment and they didn't read the description. So I'm just going to say it at the start of the video so like everyone hears it. I'm not throwing away anything in this video. All of the items that I'm getting rid of or are in my get rid of pile, because I do like a pile that I'm getting rid of and a pile that I'm keeping. Everything that goes in the get rid of pile is going to friends, family, and everything that they don't have is going to a women's shelter. So none of it's going to waste. I also wanted to touch on the fact that people are like, if you don't like it, why did you buy it? That's like the thing about makeup, is sometimes you don't know if you're gonna like it or not until you get it. For instance, with the Kylie palette, I loved it online. As soon as I got it, I was just like, meh, didn't like it, didn't want it. It's not a waste of money because my job is to review makeup, use makeup on my channel. I also get sent stuff from PR as well. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way before we get any further into the series, because I had a lot of questions and it was really annoying me getting the same comments over and over again that I had already answered. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm just gonna start on the palettes first because I've only got 3 of them. Some of you guys might know I actually hate this so much, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit in Ultimate Glow. I think this is just shit. This one actually broke while I was trying to swatch it. I think they're just really chunky, glittery. I don't like the formulation, don't like the way that they apply, swatch. Nothing about this palette do I like. The next palette that I have, all of the palettes are from Anastasia actually. So this is the Glow Kit in That Glow, and oh my goodness, I'm definitely keeping this. This is one of the most incredible highlights I've ever used in my life. If you guys have watched me for a while, you probably know I used to use this in every single video because I love it that much. The highlight shades are all so gorgeous. They look beautiful by themselves. They look beautiful mixed together. You can make so many combinations. They are stunning, like everyday wear highlighters. They're not like crazy colors or anything, and the formulation is incredible. And last but not least, I have the beautiful Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'm definitely keeping this one. I actually have it on right now. I have a mixture of 143 and Daydream, and I love them. I love the colors of this, like the peach and the pink. They're such unique colors in highlights, and they go perfectly with the eyeshadow that I'm wearing right now. I will say there is like a little bit of glitter in these, but not too much that I mind. I really can't like notice it that much on my cheek once I keep going with the brush. It's just like as soon as you put the brush on your cheeks, you can kind of notice a little bit of glitter, but it's like gone now. I don't see any glitter at all. I could really notice it on the top of my lip, but completely gone. It's just like, I don't even know what it was. I don't know if it's like the top layer or what went on there, but I actually really love it. It is such a beautiful highlight. Okay, now I'm gonna get into my liquid highlighters. So I'm gonna include this one in the video actually. I just bought it today. And I bought it because I ran out of my other one, which I love so much. Well, I didn't actually run out. I almost ran out and then I lost it. But this is the NARS Copacabana. I think that's how you... Copacabana, I don't know how to say it. Copacabana, I have no clue. Okay, I'm just gonna stop trying. But this is a gorgeous liquid illuminator. I love it so incredibly much. I always mix it in with foundation. This looks beautiful mixed in with the NARS Sheer Glow. Well, any foundation, this looks beautiful mixed in. It looks gorgeous by itself, and it has a really great formula. It doesn't have any chunks, any glitter, nothing in it. I am obsessed with the shade of it. Everything about this, I die. Then I have the Smashbox LA Light Blendable Lip and Cheek Color, and I think that I'm going to get rid of this one. I like the color of it. That's the color right there. I really do enjoy the color. I just find it kind of hard to apply because the stick is quite hard. So if you put it straight onto your cheek, it's gonna like move all of your foundation and stuff around. But if you like pick it up with your finger, it takes a really long time to blend and it just doesn't get as pigmented as I want. So if I do put it over foundation, like it just isn't as intense as I would like. And I like a subtle highlight, but I feel like this just doesn't really do that much for me. I don't know if that was a good explanation, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay, next one that I have is the Josie Maran or Josie Maran, still haven't figured out the pronunciation of that. The Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing Wand. So this one I'm going to actually get rid of because it just doesn't show up on my skin. Maybe because it's the same color as my skin. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't really show up on my skin ever. I've tried this in every which way. I have tried it a million times because I really wanted to like this product because I love the liquid one, which I lost as well, by the way, but I would keep that in my keep pile. But yeah, I've tried this every which way and I just can't get it to like show up visibly on my skin. It just kind of looks like I have a little bit of sweat or something. So yeah, I just have to get rid of this one. This is the Iconic London Illuminator Drops. Definitely keeping these because they are so gorgeous. It's this one right here. It reminds me a lot of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Except it's kind of like the formula is different. I feel like this one's a lot thinner. I really like the way it goes on. It looks really dark in the tube, but then when you put it on the hand, it's a lot lighter, goes on beautifully, actually shows up and gives you a really nice highlight. Like even if you put it under foundation and then you put foundation on top, it still shines through. So I love these, love the formula, love the way they apply. Everything. Then I have the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and I know so many people love these, but I have to get rid of them. They get, I don't think you guys can see it, but they get so incredibly crusty. Like I don't want to put it on my face because the whole outside of it is crusty and I have never left it out, never left it open, nothing to let it dry out. Like it's always completely shut and in a drawer. So and even when I use it, I always seal it straight away, so I have no idea why. On top of that, they're the only liquid illuminator that I have that doesn't blend out with a beauty blender, and they're just actually too intense for me. No matter how little I use, it just looks like I have a big sheet of metal that I've just glued to my face or something like that. I just can't tone them down no matter how little I use. So even if I put out like half a drop, I will still use like 1/8 of that and still look like the Tin Man. From Iconic London, I have the strobing sticks. I have 2 of them and I'm actually gonna keep one of them and get rid of the other. I just swatched them to show you guys. I don't know if you'll be, oh god, I just did it in a really awkward place, didn't I? Just had to do it right there. This one is the shade Shine and it is so thick and clunky and gross. Like it's just a bit, it goes patchy because it's really thick in some parts and then other parts it's not, and it's just like a really weird texture and it's a bit thick and I just don't like the way it feels. But then I have this other one which just says Strobing Stick EE6 and I actually love this one. It's more of like a pinky pearly kind of shade, but the formulation is a lot better. I don't know why the 2 formulas are different, but the formula of this one is actually a lot nicer, goes on really smooth, no patchiness, clunkiness, gross glugginess or anything like that, and it is really beautiful to use. Then I have this is the last one that I have, the cream one. This is the Jouer cream highlighter. It's in the shade Champagne and I am 100% keeping this. This is a gorgeous color, gorgeous formula. It looks so phenomenal on the cheeks, over highlight, under over foundation, under foundation, wherever you want to put it. It looks beautiful and it feels really nice as well. I don't know if that's like a weird thing. Like for instance, that one like feels really gross, the Iconic one that I didn't like, but this one just like feels nice, glides on really well, doesn't accentuate any texture. So love. So I have this palette. Oh, I probably should have put this in the palette. So this is a highlighting palette, the Sweet Peach Glow highlighting palette from Too Faced. I love it. I love this one. It's like a champagne peachy color, the actual highlight. And also I love how these two can give a really nice sheen to the cheeks. So this is like a bronzer topper and a blush, or a blush topper. And you could even use this as a highlight if you have like darker skin. And the damn smell is so good. This is the Physicians Formula Warm Nude Highlighter, and oh my god, I'm keeping this. This is the most beautiful drugstore highlighter I've ever used. It's actually the only drugstore highlight that I've ever used that I like. Such a crazy intense highlighter. It's beautiful. It has so many different shades, like dark skin shades, a pink highlighter, light skin shades, medium skin shades. Mix them all together, do what you want. It is an awesome highlighter, so pigmented, only $30. It's probably cheaper for you guys overseas, but everything is bloody expensive in Australia. We just like to up our prices by like 3 times. The Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter. I remember when this came out, everyone was crazy for it. I actually didn't get it until like 2 weeks ago, but I really enjoy it. It's like a gold highlighter, which I don't have many of, and I don't really use that often actually, but this is like the perfect gold color. I hate like true golds on my cheek. This is the NYX Illuminator I was talking about before. This is in the shade Ritualistic, and basically this is shit and I hate it, and it doesn't show up on your cheeks at all. Oh, and this is the one from Australis I tried, the High Life highlighting powder. Don't like this one at all. Okay, so the next one that I have is the Hourglass Euphoric Strobe Light, and this is one of my favorite highlighters. I know I've said this a million times. I take a shot every time she says that she likes a subtle highlight, but I do, and this is the most perfect thing for that. This will not get you an intense highlight if that's the kind of thing that you're into. This is more for people like me who like a glow from within kind of look, or just like a really nice subtle highlight. So this is the Too Faced Candlelight Glow. I have a small one from a holiday collection, and I have a normal one. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't really like the color, and I don't really like the way that it looks. Like, I'm all for a subtle highlight, but this is just nothing. The new highlighters are 100 times better in my opinion. And okay, I'm actually gonna group these all together. These are from Artist Couture. They are the Diamond Glow powders. I don't like these as highlights on my cheeks. I don't like loose like powder highlights, but I do like them as eyeshadows, like loose eyeshadows. So I'm gonna keep these ones not as highlight. I'm gonna keep all of them actually. There's quite a lot. I got like a PR package with all of them in it, but I'm gonna keep them as eyeshadows. So the Ofra Highlighter Blissful. And I'm actually going to get rid of this one just because I literally never reach for it, never use it. Okay, so now I have a few ColourPop highlighters. So I'm only going to keep one of these. I'm going to get rid of the rest of them because they aren't actually my favorite formulation. I feel like it's really hard to pick them up with a brush because they're kind of like a mixture between like cream and powder. So it's really hard to pick them on a brush, and I don't like the way that they blend out with a finger. I feel like it's too hard to blend them out with a finger because they aren't like a liquid. They're like in between, so it makes it really awkward. I love the color of this so incredibly much. You guys can see I have used this to death. I love the color of this one, so even though they're a little hard to use, I am going to keep this one. Next one I have is from Laura Mercier. This is called Addiction, and I'm getting rid of this one. I hate this. It doesn't show up on my skin. Okay, another one of my favorite highlighters in the whole world. This is from Napoleon Perdis. It is the Reflective Refiner Bright Light Highlighting Powder. Can people just shorten their names, please? I really like this one. It gives a really nice, subtle glow to the cheeks. No shimmer, no anything. It's just like a really nice just glow. This is perfect if you have a little bit of texture that you don't want to accentuate. So if you do have like pimples, texture, anything there, you don't want to accentuate it with like a highlighter that does that, like does bring out texture. This is perfect. It will 100% not make that texture like intense or more noticeable than it is without highlighter. Here I have Becca Opal highlighter. Definitely keeping this one of my favorites. I'm also going to be keeping these two half panned ones. So I have this one here with Champagne Pop and no, this is Prosecco Pop and Amaretto. Champagne Pop and Hyacinth? I don't know how to pronounce that. But not only are both of the highlighters beautiful, I'm also obsessed with these blushes. I'm 100% keeping them. Becca, like hands down, wins with formulation when it comes to highlighters. They just make the best highlighters. That's what they're known for. I have the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. I'm keeping this one. The color is amazing. The formula is amazing. This is a beautiful highlighter. I 100% recommend it. This is the first highlighter that I ever bought and I still use it to this day. I use it all the time. I have the Pressed Diamond Glow Powder from Artist Couture in Boudoir and I'm gonna get rid of this. I just don't really like the shade of it. Okay, next highlighter I have is the Mecca Cosmetica Enlightened Highlighter, and oh my god, this had me shook when I first tried it. So incredibly in love with it. I was using it, telling you guys how much I loved it, then I realized it wasn't even out yet and everyone was like, where can you get it from? And I was like, shit. It is so gorgeous. I don't know how I feel about the packaging, but it doesn't even matter because the highlighter is just so gorgeous. The Laura Geller highlighter, and I know everyone loves these, but I feel like I'm gonna have to get rid of it because I never ever use it. This is Gilded Honey. I feel like I'm gonna put this in my Maybe Pal. I'm gonna try it out tomorrow and then I will let you guys know on Snapchat if I'm gonna keep it or get rid of it, because I actually have never used it and I got it when I went to LA. The first time I went to LA, so that would have been like October last year. I might try it on Instagram Live actually and let you guys know on there if I'm gonna keep it or not. And then this is the last one that I have. This is Albatross from NARS and I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't like it. I feel like it has like a green undertone to it and it just looks really weird on my cheeks. Oh, actually no, this is the first highlighter I ever owned, not Mary Luminizer. Mary Luminizer was second. This was the first highlighter I ever owned. I still have it to this day. I got it when I was in grade 12 and I don't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And that's everything. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want to see more declutter series, make sure to give this video a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!